The children's television phenomenon of the decade is a big purple dinosaur named Barney. In homes across America, young children sit transfixed before their TV screens as Barney and his friends sing, dance, and learn about life. And for all those parents suffering through daily, even hourly viewings of Barney, take heart. The first independent research being done on the program shows children are actually learning good things from Barney, and that they would learn even more if parents would just grit their teeth, take a deep breath, and watch along. There's no doubt about it. Preschool children love Barney. These are 4- and 5-year-olds at the Cabbage Hill Preschool in Woodbridge, Connecticut. Usually, television isn't used as a teaching tool here. But these children are part of a project being conducted by psychologists at Yale University, experts who have done decades of research on children's television.
The first question was whether Barney is simply a pure entertainment, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but does it have any educational value? A lot of people had sort of thought that maybe it didn't. We looked at some clips of Barney and we felt that there probably was good educational value in the show, but we needed to do this more scientifically.
Exercise is good for me. It makes me strong, as you can see.
The children are helping conduct the science that will prove whether Barney is more than just video wallpaper for children. First, each child was interviewed to assess his or her cognitive ability and emotional level. Now, as they watch these Barney shows 3 times a week, researcher David Sells sits in the back and watches how they respond.
We want to write down as much of objectively as we can of their behavior while they're watching the video. And that means not projecting any of our sense of what their motivations might be. So that, for example, if a child is excited, we don't want to say the child is excited, we want to say the child is jumping up and down. And then inferences and so forth we would draw later from that data.
Then the children will be interviewed again to see how much of what they saw sunk in. We took our own unscientific poll.
Well, for one, he teaches me stuff.
Like what?
Like how to be a friend.
Oh. Anything else?
They brush their teeth. Mm-hmm. He helps somebody when they're feeling sad. Mm-hmm. And he did help the little kid from getting not scared from the doctor.
Okay. Say ah.
Ah.
Oh, looking good. Oh,
The Yale team has already completed phase 1 of the research, in which every Barney show was viewed not by children, but by adults.
We had a group of people who were trained in child development sit around, watch every single episode of Barney that had yet been produced, and we had very elaborate scoring sheets for cognitive material, that is, imagination and vocabulary and numbers and things of that sort, for material having to do with emotions, with good social attitudes, with awareness of physical health and safety. All of those were scored, and we found that there's a huge amount of such teaching material in the Barney series, and in each single episode there's maybe 15, 20 examples of good teaching material, and then if you spread this across the 30 episodes, there's a huge amount of potential valuable teaching material in the Barney series.
But right now, it's time to be sleeping. And then I snuggle right in and
So the experts say the good stuff's in there, but making it more valuable for children is something best done with the help of adults. Part of the project has teacher Karen Burcham reinforcing the concepts her kids see on TV in a lesson afterwards.
I wouldn't sit in school and just run tapes all the time, but at home it certainly is valuable, and one of the things that the study at Yale is trying to show is that if watching the tape and then the parents watch it with them and then reinforce some of the concepts in the tape, that they will learn more than just by watching the tape by themselves.
That is kind of a silly idea.
The question is, how much Barney should parents have to watch?
I would say indulge them. It's one of the trials of parenthood. I'm not a parent, but I can sympathize with it, but even so, it is a show with value.
How many Barney shows have you seen, David?
Well, I think I've seen about 40.
Yes.
40 Barney shows at least once.
What do you think about Barney?
Well, Barney isn't designed for adults. It's designed for children. But I draw satisfaction from watching the children's response to the program. It's not something that I would spend an evening watching.
Does your mom and dad like Barney?
There's no necessity that you be in the room at every given moment while Barney is on. Barney does come on for about a minute or so at the end, and he reviews what he did, which could be enough for you as a parent to get a sense of what was covered, and then you could follow up.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
And so the Barney Project continues into next year. The final results aren't in yet, but Dr. Singer has already seen his own evidence that kids are remembering what they see.
My granddaughter, who's 3 years old, recently we were babysitting for her, and she suddenly said, I know what a whole group of stars together is. And I said, what? And she says, a constellation. And I said, what? And she says, well, that's what Derek said on Barney.
With a great